Chess, a strategic pursuit that requires dedication, skill, and countless hours of practice to excel, serves as a rewarding journey for aspiring players and seasoned masters alike. However, regrettably, there exist individuals who choose to circumvent the path of hard work and opt for deceitful tactics instead. And in today's video, we will explore the highly debated subject of cheating in the captivating game of chess. The act of cheating in chess not only erodes the integrity of the game, but also diminishes the accomplishments of those who have dedicated themselves to honing their skills and rising to the top. While cheating against average opponents may often go unnoticed, attempting to deceive world champions exposes the cheaters and lays bare their dishonest methods for all to see. In this captivating video, we delve into two intriguing real-life cases where cheaters attempted to deceive and gain an unfair advantage against world-class chess champions. These compelling narratives shed light on the harmful consequences that cheating can have on the chess community, emphasizing the vital importance of fair play and sportsmanship in upholding the essence of this esteemed game. The first case took place against Magnus Carlsen, a Norwegian grandmaster and the former world chess champion. Known for his exceptional talent and strategic brilliance, Carlsen has dominated the chess world for over a decade. He gained international recognition at a young age, achieving the title of Grandmaster at just 13 years old. Carlsen's unique style blends deep positional understanding with relentless determination, making him a formidable opponent for any challenger. During one of Carlsen's live streams, he faced a player called Alexander K, whose rating was only 2118, giving Carlsen a significant advantage. But before we dive into the chess game, want a free and easy way to learn about mathematics, physics, or even other skills such as problem solving? The past few weeks, I have been trying Brilliantorg, an online education platform which helped me improve my problem-solving skills for chess. And I'm going to explain briefly why Brilliant.org is the best way to learn STEM courses interactively. Brilliant has thousands of lessons, from foundational and advanced math to AI, computer science, puzzles, and more, with new lessons added monthly. Whatever your skill level, Brilliant tailors the content to fit your needs. Upon signing up, you'll have the opportunity to take a brief quiz that tailors the content to your skill level and personal interests. But you might now wonder, what does all this have to do with chess? Well, chess is all about strategy and pattern recognition, and besides their wide range of courses, Brilliant also offers math puzzles. I especially enjoyed completing the logic puzzles. In the logic and deduction course, you can train your brain muscles and solve truth tellers, liars, logical robots, and more. Not only do these skills help you with the foundations of computer science, but they're also just fun to engage in. I think it even improved my problem-solving skills, which translated into me playing better chess. So if you're up for a challenge, I definitely recommend it. To try everything Brilliant has to offer, free, for a full 30 days, visit brilliant.org/enpassant, or click on the link in the description. The first 200 of you will get 20% off Brilliant's annual premium subscription. Not only will you enjoy some amazing made courses, you'll also be able to support my channel. Now back to the video. Carlsen initiated the game by moving his knight to f3, to which Alexander replied with the move pawn to f5. Carlsen then played his pawn to d3, followed by e4. In the early stages of the game, Carlsen decided to sacrifice a pawn in order to activate his pieces. However, his opponent made a wise choice by playing the move d5, giving Carlsen the opportunity to regain the pawn in exchange for a queen exchange. Magnus then played the move knight to g5, opting for a knight fork on the f7 square. His opponent responded by playing the move king to e8, preventing the fork. Carlsen continued his development in a normal fashion, followed by castling in the queenside. When his opponent played the move bishop to e7, Magnus decided that it was the perfect time to capture the e4 pawn. Now let's take a moment to analyze this position. We are currently in the last stage of the middle game, and with further simplifications, we will soon transition into the endgame. In a typical scenario, any human player facing a chess engine would likely face defeat. However, Magnus, who is widely regarded as one of the best in-game players in history, might have a chance in this situation, even against a cheater who is receiving assistance from Stockfish. So the question arises, can Magnus manage to draw or even defeat this cheater in the present circumstances? Magnus made the strategic move pawn to f3, providing support for his knight on e4. He followed it up with the move rook to e1, exerting pressure on the isolated pawn on e5. Meanwhile, his opponent consistently played optimal moves with the assistance of a chess engine. As Magnus redirected his knight to the d3 square, his opponent sought to simplify the position, leading us to an endgame with Magnus having a rook and bishop, while his opponent had a rook and knight. In a clever move, Magnus played rook to b3, tempting his opponent to make the ill-advised move pawn to b6. However, his opponent demonstrated their skill by playing the best move in the position, rook to b8. Both players displayed boldness as the black king advanced to the d5 square. Carlsen responded by playing pawn to b3, securing the c4 square for his rook. With the aid of the chess engine, his opponent executed 3 impeccable moves, rook to e8, followed by knight to d4 and pawn to c5. Just as his opponent believed they had trapped Magnus' rook, Magnus found the optimal move in this situation, pawn to c3, attacking the knight and freeing his rook. Black in this position cannot capture the pawn on b3, as it would lead to the entrapment of their knight on b3, rendering it unable to rejoin the game. After the black knight escaped, Carlsen proceeded by playing his bishop to f2, strategically positioning his pieces for the final assault. He continued with the moves rook to g4 and pawn to h4, steadily advancing his position. Eventually, time ran out for his opponent, resulting in their defeat. It is noteworthy to mention that Alexander K's account was later banned due to the confirmed case of cheating in this game, emphasizing the significance of maintaining fair play and integrity in the world of chess. The second case of online cheating involved a game against Viswanathan Anand, a revered figure in the world of chess. Known as Vichy, Anand is an Indian chess legend and former world chess champion. His remarkable skills and strategic brilliance have left an enduring impact on the chess community. Anand's rise to prominence began in the 1980s and 1990s, where he became India's first grandmaster. His dynamic and adaptable playing style, coupled with a profound understanding of the game, has earned him widespread admiration and respect. During a charity event, Vichy participated in an online simul against notable Indian public figures, including Nikhil Kamath, an Indian billionaire and the founder of Zarada. Nikhil, being a beginner in chess, faced an uphill battle against Anand, making victory seemingly impossible. Nikhil's limited chess experience was evident from his initial move, responding to Vichy's first move, knight to f3, with the bad move pawn to e5. Despite this, Nikhil followed the best move suggested by a chess engine for the subsequent moves. After Vichy captured the pawn on e5 with his knight, Nikhil demonstrated a series of sound development moves, playing pawn to b5, followed by bishop to d7 and rook to c8. Nikhil showcased his ability to position his pieces effectively. Although Vichy had an extra pawn at this stage, making progress for the white pieces in this position proved challenging. To counter Nikhil's resilient play, Anand activated his remaining inactive bishop by placing it on f3, simultaneously opening the path for his rook on e1. However, Nikhil responded with a powerful move, sacrificing a pawn by placing his queen on b6. This move exposed the black knight on e5 as it lacked sufficient protection. But the reality was that after Vichy captured the knight on e5 with his bishop and his opponent recaptured with the pawn, he realized that if he captured the pawn on e5 with his rook, his opponent would play the strong move bishop to c5, attacking the knight on d4, which could not move without black capturing the f2 pawn. Aware of this threat, Anand decided against capturing the sacrificed pawn and instead played his knight to c6. However, this move did not deter the cheater from exerting more pressure on the former world champion. The cheater continued with the moves bishop to c5 and rook to e8. As the game progressed and underwent a series of simplifications, a position emerged where white had an extra pawn. However, as compensation for this, all of black's forces were incredibly active. It is worth noting that Nikhil's actions during the game raised suspicions of cheating. He frequently looked to the side of his computer, indicating that he may have been receiving outside assistance. Despite this, the game proceeded with Nikhil consistently choosing top engine moves. Pushing his pawn to b4 to attack the knight was one such move. Vichy captured the pawn, and Nikhil recaptured, further strengthening his active queen. He then played bishop to b5, delivering a check. Anand made a blunder in response, blocking the check with the knight on e2 instead of moving his king to g1. Nikhil continued to make moves guided by the engine's suggestions. While Vichy appeared to hold his position, Nikhil's move bishop to g4 gave him a winning advantage. This move, sacrificing his knight, was a difficult find for ordinary chess players. After Vichy captured the knight with his queen, Nikhil played his queen to c5, delivering a check to the white king. The king escaped to h1, and Nikhil continued his winning variation by delivering another check with the rook on c1, followed by a pawn capture with the queen on d5, creating a deadly threat that attacked both the knight on d1 and the rook on a2. Recognizing that he now had a losing position, Anand chose to resign. It is important to mention that Anand could have continued playing and attempted to win by running down his opponent's time, as Nikhil had only a few seconds left. However, in my opinion, Vichy decided to resign in order to draw attention to this game and expose the cheater. As expected, Nikhil's account was subsequently banned for cheating.